Hello and welcome to the Dream Girl Trucking Channel. This is Antoinette Brady coming to you to talk to you about trucking. Specifically, my trucking, because that's what I know the most about. I have really not been getting very many miles out here, about 1,300 a week. And I'm about to go into the store and get a Coke. It's cold outside. I'm in Iowa. I'm out of hours, and I'm just having to sit here and wait for a blizzard to move in. How exciting! I have 3 drops tomorrow in the blizzard, and I'm from Texas. So that's the way it is when you're an over-the-road truck driver. You just be safe and use your judgment, and you drive if possible. But the thing is, you don't want to drive into the ditch, so possible being the key word. Well, I've been thinking about buying my own truck and becoming an owner-operator, and I think a lot of people are in the same position that I'm in. No down payment money to speak of, and then all the money for getting your authority, your IFTA stickers, and I don't even know what all else. It's just a lot of stuff, a lot of expenses. Insurance you have to pay, I'm told, the first and last month. And, you're not supposed to touch your mask, but if you don't, it's going to go down below your nose anyway and not do any good. So, big waste of time. But you play the game because you don't want COVID. Because you don't want to miss any more work than you have to, right? So, the last thing anybody wants to do is sit home for 2 weeks with no income, especially if they're only getting 1,300 miles a week when they really could be getting 3,000. That's how little miles I'm getting consistently. And so I just think, at least if I was an owner-operator, I would not have someone else telling me how much food is going on my table and what my standard of living is going to be for the rest of my life. At heart, I am an entrepreneur. I have an insurance license. I came out here, I was doing really good at insurance, but I came out here because when I separated from my abusive husband, then I had rent to pay, car payments, and blah, 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 and really didn't have time to cold call and, drive all over the county, well, a 3-county area. Pretty big, a lot of gas, a lot of time, doing all that stuff. I had to be always hustling for something that actually brought in immediate money instead of just prospective money. So I still sold insurance, but not at the rate I was selling it before, when I had time to really pursue that. So being an entrepreneur at heart, it's only natural that I don't need to be out here for very long before I realize that being an employee is not the thing for me. So, and I've only got 4 months experience out here at this point, and every place that I've talked to, they want 6 months or a year experience. So let's say minimum 6 months. I talked to a lady this morning, and from a trucking company. I've been watching YouTube videos for the last 3 days, not really watching, just listening to them as I drive down the road, educating myself. And I can't go anywhere for 2 more months. So I told her, that's just fine. I'll just get my degree in that time. And she's like all impressed. Oh, you're going to college? How wonderful. No, ma'am, not that kind of college. The kind of college where I learn on my own, where I take the initiative, and I find out about how to keep my numbers, and I find out about what's the best truck to buy, and I find out about how much money is too much money to spend on a truck, and I find out, I talk to everybody and get a copy of their lease sent to me so I can read over it, because I want to know what I'm getting into. I want to have my pick. I don't want to be pressured or on short time or anything like that. I want to know what I'm doing from the get-go, and that's very important. I know a lot of people talk about how bad the lease purchases are. However, I listened to a talk show on Road Dog Trucking Radio on my Sirius XM satellite, and truckers, owner-operators call in and they ask questions to this one guy who he's the authority on this stuff. And he asked them things like, well, how much does it cost you to run your truck per mile? And they say, like, I don't know. Well, how much are you spending on this each month? I don't know. Well, if you don't know those things, you're destined to fail. If you just are feeling your way in the dark, nobody can run a business like that. So if you're like me and you're thinking about becoming an owner-operator, well, I encourage you to follow in my footsteps. Take your time. Listen to YouTube videos. Just scroll through, put them on your watch later list, and when you're driving down the road, just listen to them and get knowledge and find knowledge, and listen to programs on the radio like I do with Q&A. Just anywhere that you can find knowledge, find knowledge. And it's a great place to start. And if you're thinking about buying a truck, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you like my video, that would be great. And share it with other people that you know who are new to truck driving like we are. And remember, Dream Girl Trucking is about living the dream. Thanks for watching. Bye.